Hello guys, welcome back to the Love and Dating podcast. I'm your host, your dost Niyuti Srivastav, and today we are diving into a topic that can make or break your dating life. How to wow her with your date ideas. Let's face it, the typical dinner and movie date is nice, but it rarely leaves a lasting impression. If you want to stand out, you have got to go beyond the basics. You have got to get creative, show effort, and create an experience she won't forget. But how do you do that? What can you plan that will not only impress her but also allow you to connect on a deeper level? That's exactly what we are talking about today. Unique date ideas that will leave her thinking about you long after the night ends. So grab a pen and paper because you will want to jot down these tips. Before we dive into the ideas, let me share a quick story. I once worked with a client, let's call him Aditya. He came to me feeling frustrated about his dating life. He had been on a few dates, but none of them seemed to go anywhere. Every time he thought he had a great date idea, he would get the same response. It was nice. That was it. Nothing exciting, nothing memorable. So I asked him, Aditya, what's the last date you planned that really made her smile? One that she couldn't stop talking about after she left? And he admitted, it had been a while. He realized he had fallen into the trap of playing it safe with traditional, easy dates. But here is the thing. When you want to stand out, you have got to take a risk. You have got to make an impression. So we brainstormed together and he ended up planning a surprise rooftop picnic date with candles, blankets, fairy lights and a personalized playlist of songs that meant something to them. Not only did she love it, but Aditya said she texted him next day telling him how much it meant to her. It wasn't just a date, it was an experience that left her feeling connected and appreciated. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say you have got to wow her. It's about creating moments that resonate, moments that speak to her interests, and most importantly, moments that make her feel special. Okay, so let's get into the core of it. Why does planning a unique date idea matter so much? First off, let's address the obvious. Women, like all of us, crave novelty. They want to feel seen, heard, and understood. The truth is, when you put thought and effort into planning something unique, it shows that you are genuinely interested in her and willing to go extra mile. It's not about spending a lot of money, it's about putting in time and creativity to craft something special. Secondly, unique dates are about creating memories. A typical dinner or a movie doesn't provide much room for connection or real conversation. But when you plan something out of the box, like a cooking class or a hike, it opens up natural opportunities for interaction. You will have shared experiences that will deepen your bond and give you something to talk about long after the date is over. Finally, let's not forget about standing out from the crowd. If you're one of the guys she's casually dating, giving her something unique will help you differentiate yourself from the other men vying for her attention. It's the little things that make the biggest impact. And trust me, being memorable in a good way can make all the difference in whether or not you will get the second date. Now, let's talk about how you can plan these unique dates. I'm going to walk you through a few ideas that will definitely make her take notice. Some of these ideas might sound a little unconventional, but that's the point. Get ready to think outside the box. So the first one is sunset or sunrise hike with a picnic. This is an amazing way to combine nature, adventure, and intimacy. Take her on a hike during sunset or sunrise, and when you reach the top or a scenic viewpoint, surprise her with a cozy picnic. Pack her favorite snacks, a blanket, and a bottle of her favorite beverage or wine. This idea works so well because you're sharing an active experience, which is a natural way to bond. Plus, the visual beauty of the sunset or sunrise adds to the magic. It's a peaceful, romantic, and memorable way to spend time together. The second one is DIY craft date or pottery class. Not only does this give you a chance to show off your creative side, but it also helps you connect through hands-on activity. Take her to a pottery class, or if you're feeling particularly adventurous, set up a DIY crafting station at home. Think painting, pottery, or even building something together. Working together on a project fosters a sense of teamwork and it gives you something tangible to remember the date by. The third one is cooking class or cooking together at home. Food is always a winner, but doing something interactive like a cooking class or cooking together at home adds a layer of fun and collaboration to the experience. If you opt to cook at home, choose a recipe that neither of you has tried before. It could be something simple like making cheese balls, sushi, homemade pasta, or even baking cupcakes together. Not only will you enjoy a delicious meal, but you will also create memories along the way. And trust me, she will remember the man who took the time to plan something so thoughtful. The fourth one is stargazing with a twist. This is for those who want to create an intimate, laid-back date with a touch of magic. Plan a night of stargazing, but add a twist. Bring a telescope, download a stargazing app, and learn about the constellations together. You can make it extra romantic by having blankets, hot chocolate, or even her favorite beverage or wine. The key is to create an experience that feels special and personal to her. The fifth one is volunteer together. This one is a bit unconventional, but trust me, it works. Volunteering together for a cause she cares about shows that you are thoughtful, compassionate, and committed to making a difference in the world. Whether it's helping out at a local animal shelter, serving at a food bank, or participating in a charity run, doing something good for others creates a bond and shows your values. The sixth one is mystery road trip or spontaneous adventure. For those of you who are feeling a little adventurous, why not surprise her with a spontaneous road trip or mystery date? Plan the trip but don't tell her the destination. You can take her to a beautiful nearby town, a quirky museum, or even a hidden gem restaurant. The surprise element adds a fun, playful vibe to the date and it gives you both an experience to share and talk about later. The seventh one is indoor rock climbing or axe throwing. For the more active guys, how about something that gets your adrenaline pumping? Rock climbing or axe throwing is a unique and fun way to break the ice, show off your strength, and build a connection through friendly competition. Plus, you will both get a little out of your comfort zones, which is always a great bonding experience. Okay, so we have covered a bunch of fun and unique date ideas. But I want to touch on one final point before we wrap up, the power of small details. You can plan the most creative, out-of-the-box date ever, but if you don't add those personal touches, it won't stand out in the way you want it to. What I mean is, pay attention to the small things that show you have been thinking about her specifically. For example, if she mentioned loving a particular type of music, make a playlist for your date. If she loves a specific type of food, make sure to include that in your plans. Also, make sure you are aware that what she doesn't like or may be super uncomfortable with. It is better to know about her likes and dislikes, her interests and hobbies, or activities she finds fun in, interesting, or adventurous. It's these thoughtful details that take a good date and turn it into a memorable one. So, the takeaway here is clear. If you want to wow her, you've got to think outside the box. Go beyond the typical and plan dates that make an impression. It's about creating experiences, fostering connections, and showing her that you are genuinely interested in making things special. Remember, women love men who take initiative and put thought into their plans. Whether it's a hike at sunrise or cooking dinner together, the effort you put in will absolutely make a difference. Here is the thing. If you're feeling overwhelmed about how to take your dating life to the next level, or if you're not sure where to start, I've got you covered. I'm hosting an exclusive dating right workshop where I will walk you through step by step how to improve your dating game, plan dates that impress, and ultimately find the right partner for you. If you want to learn more and sign up for this workshop, check out the link in the episode description. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Let's take your dating life to the next level together. Thanks for tuning into the Love and Dating podcast. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, be creative, think out of the box, and give her a special, memorable, and wow experience with your unique date ideas, because remember, you deserve the love. Happy dating, guys!